Okay, let's get this link going. Okay, let's give some time for people to get in here. I see at least someone joined. It's a good start. Oh, I'm on the wrong tab. I should probably go to home. Yeah, that'll make sense. There we go. As always, we give it a few minutes. I'll give like till 2:55. Hope whoever has joined so far is having a good day. Having a pretty good day myself. I went and checked out a new bagel place. It was really good. I brought some bagels home after the sandwich, so it was awesome. Yeah. I know, other than that, I haven't done much other than pinging like 200 fucking people for well, probably closer to 100, 150 for their games, but still. It appears that the people have left. That's okay. Yeah, we'll just get started a couple minutes here. If I do start humming on stream, I apologize. I have had Let It Go from Frozen stuck in my head all day because I watched a YouTube short of like the costume change they do on Broadway because I'm a big Broadway musical fan, and I was just like, oh shit, and that was stuck in my head. It was really cool, by the way. The way they do it, it's really impressive. Hello, people who have joined in. Hope y'all are having a good day so far. Just give it one more minute or so, and then I'll get going. Hey, who, I feel like I should remember you, but I'm losing track in my head of who that's, like, your name is on Discord. But I know I recognize it. Okay, let's get started. So our first game, we've got Lovin versus Max, or as his name says, Max, as his name is saying. I'm not actually gonna yell that, but yeah. Oh, you are Max. Gotcha. Well, happy that you're here for your game then. Give me 1 second. I'm now just in here. No, 1 second. Sorry, I'm just answering. Just find something in Discord real quick and then we'll get going. Okay. So, looking at the matchup now, we do see on 11 side a very strong looking Kingdra. The Blastoise is only like really consistent check to it here. Ambipom is definitely. I definitely think Ambipom's gonna come with Fake Out to try and chip it down, waste rain turns. I can even see like Fake Out Protect on Ambipom to waste 2 rain turns at a time could be really good. I think that would be a really effective say actually here. It also Fake Out also could get chip on Scissor before it can Bullet Punch, etc. Just Ambipom looks pretty solid here. Also, Levin's team is slow as piss, so you can run Adamant. Adamant Fake Out is going to do a good chip to Kingdra with like Technician. Kingdra is still very scary, but it's like the only real fast model on his team other than like Lucario. And Lucario, while solid, it's not like the best into Rotom and Skarmory. On Max's side, this Rotom looks very, very annoying for Levin to break down. Not a lot of great ways to hit. I think Levin is probably going to bring his own Rotom that's pretty fast, so we're going to try and Shadow Ball it down. Max's Flygon looks very solid here. It's just a Swampert, and Swampert can get worn down very, very easily, especially if you pivot into Venusaur repeatedly on it. And nothing on Levin's team really stops him. Sorry about the coffee, everyone. My ass is really acting up right now, but Venusaur just leech sees everything. It's completely free. Galley looks pretty good. I definitely have to give this matchup to Max. It's looking very in his favor. Let's get into the game. We have Levin on the left, Max on the right. Galley to lead into Smeargle. Smeargle's going to protect on turn one. Galley's going to quick taunt. It's going to taunt the Smeargle now, so obviously it can't quick a status boost. Smeargle's just going to U-turn out. In comes Kingdra. Galley's going to paralyze the Kingdra. Oh god, that's really strong. Surf is going to do 59. That's probably Specs. Kingdra's going to get paralyzed, so we're not going to get any information on this Venusaur. Venusaur's going to Energy Ball, and maybe it's not Specs actually. I just did a lot to Galley. Venusaur's get HP Fire on the Scissor switch. Tons of damage. Scissor's going to Bullet Punch here as Venusaur's going to knock it out. So Scissor goes down super early. And Venusaur's still at 59, still pretty healthy. Kingdra's going to come in. It's just going to fire a Draco Meteor. Do 68 to Blastoise. Not going to KO on the next one after lefties. So he's just going to rest. So it's really not going to KO on the next one. Draco's going to miss. Not really going to matter much. We'll win down like 30% anyway. Blastoise is going to stay asleep, quick sleep talk, and pull a rest on the Magzone switch. That's unfortunate. Venusaur's going to come on Magzone, but Magzone's going to quick substitute. Ooh. Magzone's going to quick Healing Power. It's super effective. Probably. Let's show a look. Super effective Healing Power on Venusaur. It's. Well, it's not HP. It's. Oh, wait, it's on this side. Maybe HP Fire. Actually, that's definitely HP. I says a Flygon. Anyway, Venusaur's going to be forced out into Rotom on her. Healing Power. Magzone will not do that much. Rotom will take 28 here. Rotom's going to force out with the Flare of Overheat. It's just going to click it, doing very little to Swampert. Rotom is going to switch out into Skarmory. As Skarmory just takes an Ice Punch here from Swampert. I'm surprised Swampert didn't kick rocks there. Skarmory's going to get up a Spike. Is it what is it called? Shed Shell. Well, we're just going to Whirlwind out so Magzone can't sub. Smeargle's going to come in and put Galley to sleep. But Galley's Lumberry. Ooh, very nice. And Galley's just going to claim a kill with close combat here. Kingdra is going to be the sack. Well, I mean, it's going to bring in Lucario. That should outspeed the Gallade. So, in comes Rotom Heat. As Lucario's just going to E-speed anyway, so maybe it's a slower Lucario. I'm not sure. Swampert's going to come in, take virtually nothing from Overheat again. But this Swampert isn't leftovers. Oh, it is leftovers, but still not taking much anyway. Blastoise going to come in comes Smeargle. So, Smeargle can start doing stuff here. It's going to get a Brox. Blastoise is going to sleep talk, get rest for a second time. Unfortunate. Smeargle's going to protect. Blastoise is going to wake up. Let's get a click. It's just going to surf here into the Smeargle. Putting the Blastoise back to sleep. It's going to call in quick sleep talk and roar. Oh my god. Great play by Max there. Wow. In comes Magnezone. It's just going to Thunderbolt the Blastoise. Do a lot of damage. Blastoise is going to sleep talk here. It's going to pull rest for the third time. Oof, these sleep talk turns are not being kind to Max. And Max is going to go. Blastoise is going to go down here. In comes Flygon. Flygon just the ground move, obviously, and Smeargle's going to be the sacrifice here. Yeah, Earth Power knocks out Smeargle. Reveals the Life Orb. In comes Pert. I don't know if Pert takes Draco from here. Presumably it does because Max is going to switch out. Ice Punch on the Skarmory switch. Going to do little damage as before. In comes Lucario. What's Skarmory's giving her a spike. Lucario's gonna crunch, calling the Rotom. That's not gonna go through. It's gonna barely do anything. Skarmory's just gonna whirlwind, but the defense drop could open it up later. Magnum's gonna quick Magnet Rise, but Skarmory's just gonna whirlwind again. Yeah, I don't really get that play. I guess maybe he was predicting a Flygon to come in, but I don't really get that. Swamper's gonna Earthquake, and Skarmory's gonna whirlwind again, predicting a Roost. Now Lucario should, close combat with the defense drop is gonna knock out Skarmory there. Lucario's getting pretty well though. In comes Flygon. Switch out the Lucario into Purr, but Flygon surely knocks out in 2 hits. Yep. I mean, it might be a roll, but it's probably gonna knock out the second Earth Power. Yep, Swamper's gonna go down. We don't know if it was roll, but it was a crit, but probably didn't matter. In comes Lucario. Can Lucario E-Speed pick it off at 59? No, it cannot. And Flygon's gonna live on 1% and just clean up this game, knocking out the Magnezone. So Flygon's just gonna clean up in that end game. White Force Special Flygon, very good here. Yep. Good win from Max. I really like the Gallade set. An anti-lead, calling the Smeargle, taunting it, and being able to T-Wave something as it's forced out and close combat. Versus Smeargle with the 1 berry, so if it tries to Spore, you can just hit it. Neat Blastoise set, makes a lot of sense here. Just a way to get Kingdra off the field during rain. Special Flygon, I like that. I don't know if I even... I guess special makes sense. It probably is the Pert Orb, because Pert probably has to be Fizdef here. So that makes sense. Nothing too crazy on 11 side, I'd say. Just like kind of pretty basic prep outside the sub-magnetized Magnezone, which is neat, but I guess it helps with Venusaur. But like if Flygon has speed, you're going to have to get in a The Magnezone feels like it needs a very specific sequence to work, and I don't think it was likely that Levin would get in that position to pull it off. It's a cool concept. I just don't think it's very likely to actually happen, and we didn't see it happen here. But yeah, good win for Max. Let's get into our next game. Let's go to game 2. So on the left, we are going to have JHM. On the right, we're going to have It's Me Dome. First thing I'm noticing here is it's a Scizor Mirror. It's a Scizor Kingdra Mirror, actually. Oh, Scizor Kingdra. Oh my god. Triple mirror. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, baby, a triple. We got Scizor, Kingdra, and Mesprit on both sides. Following up, JHM's like only checked to the Kingdra is his own Kingdra. Not sorry. It's Me Dome's only checked to Kingdra is like, but yeah. JHM's checked It's Me Dome's Kingdra is kind of just his own Kingdra weighing the speed tires. Not much else here. Spadef Mesprit is good, but it's not going to take too many hits from Kingdra. While on the other side, Woodycole is a very good Kingdra check of on Dome's side. Scizor does look very strong from JHM, though. The Bullet Punch resists don't really like taking a Bug Bite. I could see Scarf Scizor being pretty effective here, or just like Band. You just run Band and U-turns on the opposing Scizor are still going to do good chip. Dome's Porygon Z can kind of scare if it can click the right move, but it kind of needs Try Attack, HP Fire, move for... I just want to see him move for Kabutops. It's going to do lots of Kabutops, and Shallow Ball. Or Dark Pulse. On Dome's side, let's see. I mean, that's pretty much just the matchup. Kabutops looks okay here. It probably breaks through Fizdef, Slowking pretty well at +2. But Woodycole is kind of shitting on JHM's team, I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to lean Dome. Dome's range just has a bit of a better matchup here. Let's head into it. JHM leading Drug Trio. Dome's going to lead Nidoking. And Drug Trio's going to do a good chunk, but Nidoking is not going to go down. Drug Trio's pretty weak in the show, only 80 base attack. The Toxic Spike's going to go up, but Drug Trio will take out the Nidoking. Articuno shows up to the game. I am shocked. It's Scarf. It's got Ice Beam, but does this Drug Trio have a Rock move? Yes, Stonehenge. I mean, Articuno lives, but, you know, it's not going to do much. Ice Beam into Scizor, so I'm going to do 24. It's in Bullet Punch range. Force down to Slowking. Honestly, if I was the Scizor, I would have just U-turn there because you know it's Scarf, so it's forced out. You just U-turn into this. Yes, maybe you could say, oh, well, what if it freezes me? I guess, but I think U-turn was a much better play. Oh, it doesn't have U-turn. It's going to Bug Bite. Fair enough. Slowking is going to Flamethrower into Scizor. Scizor's going to eat its Akaberry, so it will survive the hit. Dome's just going to sack off Articuno here. And Dome's going to bring his own Scizor. Click Swords Dance. Bug Bite from a JHM is not going to do too much in that Scizor's leftovers. Hitmontop's going to come in to intimidate this Scizor, presumably. No, it's Technician. Well, that's Bug Bite's going to do a ton. It's definitely in Bullet Punch range here. Yeah, Scissor outspeeds before the Hitmontop can presumably get Mach Punch because Technician. Rotom comes in, it's going to burn the Scissor. But Scissors and Bug Bite's going to do very well. Is the Scissor packing Pursue or something? Probably not. It's going to be forced out here, I presume. Yeah. Soul King comes in as Rotom's just going to discharge, taking that down. Dome is going to bring in the Porygon Z. What's the switch? Is Scizor? Scizor probably is not a Shadow Ball here. It does not. So it will get off a Bullet Punch into Porygon Z, doing a good 36%. Shadow Ball taking down the Scizor here. Dugtrio is going to come out Toxic Spike, but he's actually going to Quick Earthquake. And, ooh, the crit. That's a big crit. Dugtrio's pretty weak this game. We saw it with Sash. I honestly think PZ probably would have led that from 70. That's a really big crit. PZ was one of the last really strong pieces on Dome's side. Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty sure PZ was that. In come both Kingdra and Rotom. Rotom's going to discharge. Kingdra's going to Dragon Dance. Kingdra's got Outrage, and that's a very physically defensive Rotom, but the Willis is going to miss. Oh no, that's really bad for JHM. Outrage is going to knock out the Rotom. What does he have in the back? He has a Honchkrow. Honchkrow's obviously going to quick Sucker Punch. No, he's just going to go into his own Kingdra. What? It's still locked into Outrage. You're just losing your Kingdra for nothing. Okay? You're going to bring in the Honchkrow here. Oh, he's trying to get the confusion, I guess. And now, but he's going to Outrage. That's going to win the game. Yeah. As I was saying in the matchup, like, Dome's Kingdra is just so strong here. Like, all you have to do is eliminate the Scissor, and there's pretty much no counterplay, and that was done. And the Hitmontop wasn't even a Technician, so if it had been preserved, it wouldn't have helped here. Dugtrio, Gaming 2, which is pretty rare in DPP. In ADV, Dugtrio is very good. In DPP, I don't love it. Like, yes, it's still 13 points because it has its role, but it's really hard to pull off without a ban because it's just 80 attack just does not do that much damage. The crit on Porygon Z definitely helped. I don't think it would have knocked out ROS, but yeah, just a Kingdra sweep in the end from Dome. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Pretty easy problem on both sides. But yeah, kind of funny seeing Articuno come and kind of do something. I guess it brought Dugtrio down to its Sash. That's something. But yeah, Dome is going to win 2-0 here. Let's get on to the next one. Game 3. Okay, so game 3 here, we do have Lou Rinaldi on the right, one of my mods and a good friend of mine, and Zackway on Lou Rinaldi on the left, Zackway on the right. Zackway is a pretty known player from Smogon draft and some other draft stuff. So going into the matchup here, let's see. First thing I'm noticing is Zackway's Shaman looks really good. Togekiss is the only real answer to it, but Togekiss is not looking bad here itself. Like, flying is very spammable into Zackway's team. And the Metagross does resist it, but like you can catch it with a Flamethrower. I can see even a Scarf Togekiss, and probably not Scarf Togekiss because it's slower than Gyarados. I do think Raikou on Wu's side is very strong. Yes, there's Jolteon and Shaman, but no ground type is going to make it pretty good. And worst comes to worst, it can run Shuckle Berry and like Revenge. Run Shuckle Berry or Scarf and Revenge the Gyarados. Wu's Fly Guy actually pretty good. Earthquake plus Draco is this team decently hard. Fire Blast smacks the Shaman for good damage. I will say that, funny enough, I think the Wiki on Zackway's side is a big deal here. I think like a fat, specially defensive side is going to be really hard for Lou to break down because unless finals like Life Orb or Choice Band, I doubt a Scarf Earthquake would 2-hit KO the Wiki. I could definitely see this being a huge pain in Lou's butt. Frostlass, getting spikes up is pretty good. Starmie can probably spin later, but obviously getting spikes chip early is nice. Metagross being the rocker is not great. There'll be Starmie can generally come in on it. If it catches a Thunder Punch, that will hurt, but generally Starmie can come in on this and force it out and spin. Force it out with a Thunder Wave specifically. Yeah, I know. I think I have to lean Lou in the matchup, but it's definitely a close one here. Lou on the left and Zackway on the right. Swampert leads into Frostlass. Frostlass is going to quick taunt as Swampert attempts to rock. Frostlass is going to spike, and Earth Power is not even going to 2-hit KO. This means Frostlass can eventually get up all 3, but instead Zackway's going to preserve it and go into Shaman. On the HP Grass, presumably. It's either Grass or Electric. No, it's HP Electric, definitely. Because there's Gyarados. Seafor's going to come in, bounce off the Togekiss. So Togekiss is a fat leftover set. Togekiss is going to Thunder Wave, but Jolteon is just going to absorb that attack here. Double out into Shaman on the Swampert switch. Very good play by Zackway there. The Togekiss is going to come back in as Shaman's going to quick substitute this time. Is it Leech Seed? Most likely, if I had to guess. It is going to Leech Seed on the Togekiss here. Flamethrower is going to break the sub. Obviously, Togekiss is going to be taking some chip, and Shaman should go back to full here. Yeah. Shaman's going to sub again, keep chipping this thing. Fair enough. I mean, it's only losing like 5% per turn, so it's pretty free for it to keep subbing, yeah. Woo is going to send out Flygon as Shaman's going to sub again. Flygon's just going to U-turn, though. Backing into Togekiss as it clicks HP Ice. Okay. Now, Togekiss will actually force out the Shaman here. In comes Jolteon as Togekiss Roost. Togekiss is going to come out, swap out, go into Swampert. On the Toxic from Jolteon. This Swampert is now a timer. Jordan's going to switch out. In comes the Wiki Wiki. As I was saying, I think this thing's really frightening this matchup defensively. Rocks are going to go up on Zaku's side. And Earth Power is only going to do 17. And Wiki Wiki's going to start cursing. I didn't mention this in the preview, but I did think this was a possible set. This is looking very, very strong here. In comes Togekiss. Wiki Wiki's going to kick a second curse. It's at +2 now. Togekiss is going to Thunder Wave paralyze this thing. Fortunately, Wiki Wiki is pretty weak. +2 buys him when we do 38. And Woo's going to start fishing, but he's not going to get the flinch the first time. He's doing very little damage. He's going to Roost here. Wiki Wiki can't keep body slamming, though. Eventually, it will get a paralysis. Flygon is going to... not Flygon. Togekiss is going to Air Slash, get the flinch. Obviously, this is in Woo's favor to get this, but he has to get a bunch in a row. It gets the... Wiki Wiki does get paralyzed here. Oh, and a crit does 43. That's really bad. That means he needs one less. He needs to get one less of these. Air Slash probably flinch. Yeah, I mean, it's Togekiss. This is what he does. But, damn, this really strong Wiki Wiki going down. Unfortunate. But it kind of shows how weak Wiki Wiki is offensively. The +2 bias, so I'm not even doing a half to Togekiss. Swampert's going to come in as Jolteon clicks Roar. Interesting. So that's going to get 12% on this Raikou. Jolteon's going to Toxic the Raikou. What's Raikou going to do? It's just fire up HP Ground. Okay. That is going to kill this Jolteon. Force it out most likely. Into Shaman. Woo's just going to start Calm Minding. Okay. He presumably has Signal Beam to hit this Shaman then? Yeah, he's going to have Signal Beam. There it is. 74. Just barely going to not KO. And Leech Seed plus Toxic is going to do so much damage to this Raikou. Yeah. Is Raikou going to stay in? Or is it just going to switch out? In comes the Frostlass. It's going to take a Thunderbolt to the face and go down. Woo is now up 6-4. Jolteon's just going to knock out the Raikou with Thunderbolt. Pretty sure that crit didn't matter. In comes Swampert on Woo's side. It's just going to overpower. And that's fucking Scarf Swampert. Holy shit. No, wait, no, it's not. Oh, never mind. No, wait. Jolteon clicked Roar. False Alarm. Jolteon clicked fucking Roar. I'm stupid. False Alarm. We have already seen the HP Electric revealed. In comes Gyarados. Is it Wakanberry? It is Wakanberry, so it can chew this HP Electric very easily. Waterfall will take it down. Gyarados looking at a decent position, but Woo has 2 unrevealed Pokemon. Flygon is going to be coming in. Its Scarf and Thunder Punch will take down the Gyarados there. Zaku is going to bring in Metagross. This does force out the Flygon, as it's just going to Meteor Mash into Togekiss doing 34. That's not that much though. I don't think another one will KO. Thunder Wave, I mean, it's what Togekiss does, and Metagross is going to get paralyzed. Togekiss is going to fire off the Flamethrower, doing over half to Metagross. Metagross is going to Meteor Mash, but it's only do 51. Is it packing the Bullet Punch? No, Togekiss is going to take out a Flamethrower, and that's probably the end of the game. Yeah, I don't think Shaman can win this. In comes Snorlax, I guess, just to be safe. As Shaman HP Ices, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I guess he wasn't in range, but let's go Ichi, and Snorlax just going to return to take it out. Yeah, I mean, very, very dominant win from Woo. 4-0. The Swampert doing work. Big this Togekiss going overtime this game. I mean, this is what Togekiss does, right? It immobilizes the opponent. It's really fat. It takes advantage of teams that are more passive, like this Shaman, like this Wiki Wiki, and just kind of goes to town on them. It's really punishing to fat Pokemon like that. I'm not a huge fan of Togekiss in the format, but this game definitely showed it has its place. I'm not a big fan of the Monjaro. I think it's a little too luck reliant for my guess. I don't want to say luck reliant, but that's the word. That's where I can't think of a better word right now. Odds reliant, maybe. I think that's a better way to put it. But yeah, pretty good. We saw pretty common Shaman set. HP Ice is interesting. I guess you don't want to hit the Flygon harder. Fair enough. And yeah, nothing else too crazy. Just Scarf Flygon. You know, all pretty basic stuff. So good 4-0 win by Woo here. Okay, next one. We have the Mad Sheen on the left and Banana on the right. Not sure if it's the Mud Sheen or the Mad Sheen. We go with the Mad Sheen. So, looking at the matchup, we do see two Rotoms. Banana's Rotom is obviously kind of worse here into T-Char. Mad Sheen's Rotom is looking pretty good, though. Drapion, he can kind of try and pursue Trap It, but Rotom can obviously Will-O-Wisp it. And Drapion doesn't hit that hard, so unless it's like a boosting item, Pursuit won't knock out Rotom from full. Might not even do 50 if the Rotom's bulky. On Banana's side, we also see the Metagross, which looks okay here. Cress, Rotom are a bit tough for it, but Drapion can go overtime in taking those out, especially the Cress. The T-Tar on Mad Sheen's side is very, very scary here. Stabs are pretty good. You have to watch out for Mach Punch from Hitmonlee, and obviously the Donphin's going to be worn down a bit, but that's not that hard to do, especially with Roserade setting up spikes here. And Shield clicking buttons. The Gyarados looks pretty solid for Mad Sheen, however, it does have a lot of trouble breaking through Slowbro. Like, he might pack Bite for it, but still probably doesn't 2-hit KO at +1. After lefties, it might not even 3-hit KO if it's like full Fizz Def Slowbro. But yeah, I don't know, this is a pretty even matchup. I think both sides have checks to pretty much everything each other has, so I'm just going to say it's even when we go into the game. The Mad Sheen on the left, Banana on the right, we see both ground types lead here. Trading their rocks as is DPP. The Roam Watch is going to come in as presumably the Donphin's going to spin. Donphin's going to quick Odor Sleuth. Wow. That's not something you see every day. He is going to get burned though, but he is going to be able to remove the rocks. Interesting. Banana's going to go into his own Rotom on Mad Sheen's Rotom. Mad Sheen's going to go out to T-Tar. What's the Roam going to quick here? It's going to Shout Ball. It's going to bounce off this T-Tar, yeah. Is the Roam Colbur Berry? No, it's lefties. It's going to miss another Will. Oh, shit. It's special T-Char, so I guess it didn't matter that much, but the chip could have been big. Drapion is going to come in. Quick Source, and it's not +1. Is it packing Thunderfang for this Gyarados? Potentially, but Rhyperior is going to come in instead. It's going to take a Crunch. 32, it's definitely in range if the Drapion's running Aqua Tail, and it is, but it's Pasho Berry Rhyperior with the +1. Earthquake, but the Drapion is also Shuckin' Berry, but Drapion's getting very, very low. It's running out of turns. Gyarados is going to come in, get off another Intimidate. Drapion's going to Crunch, getting off 36. This is Drapion's last turn on the field, but Banana's going to save it, go into Donphin as Gyarados cooks Waterfall. So Pasho Berry is going to keep the Donphin healthy as the Gyarados goes down to Mad Sheen's own sand. Crest is going to come in on Donphin, looking to take advantage of it, maybe set up. Or it's going to set up a Scream, Reflect as the Metagross comes in. Thunder Wave, get out some yellow magic. Toxic is going to miss the Crest. Very unfortunate for Banana there. Crest is going to go out to Roam. I assume Metagross go Toxic again. And the Roam's going to get poisoned here. Let's see where this goes. Roam's just going to Thunderbolt, doing 37 to Metagross. What's Metagross going to quick? Meteor Mash is going to do, yeah, barely anything to this Roam behind Reflect. The Toxic is starting to add up, though. Out comes Donphin on a predicted Thunderbolt. Good play there. Yeah, Roam's going to take another 18 here. It's getting kind of low. Switch out the Donphin into Metagross, but Rotom is packing Rest, as is not that uncommon on its sets. So that is going to nullify all that Toxic chip. Is running Sleep Talk. Thunderbolt's going to come off, do some chip to Metagross. Metagross is going to pursue, and even with a crit, that only just 45. Wow. Rotom's going to Sleep Talk, get off another Thunderbolt. Pursue is only going to do 12 here. Yeah, Roam can either rest or just knock this thing out. I presume it's going to rest. Yeah, just go rest here, because Metagross doesn't frighten it at all. Fully paralyzed anyway, but Pursuit, as we saw, was doing minimal damage. Roam's going to Sleep Talk another Thunderbolt and take out the Metagross. What's Banana going to bring in? He's going to bring in Ninetales. T-Char is going to come in as the response. And that is a good quick Nasty Plot. Does it KO T-Char from this range? I kind of doubt it. Yeah, Donphin's going to come in. But T-Char's revealed special and quick fucking Surf, knocking out the Donphin. Wow. Drapion's going to come in, presumably clicking a move to knock out. But he's going to Brick Break and take out the Rhyperior. But it's going to go down to Mad Sheen's Sand. Ninetales comes back out as Cress is to bring in. Switching out to Hitmonlee, not wanting Ninetales to get paralyzed because Hitmonlee is Limber. Does not come up much, but it is a good ability. Knock off into the Crest, go remove its Light Clay. These screens are only going to be up for 5 turns, but that probably is enough. In comes Ninetales. What's Cresselia gonna click? Cresselia's just gonna go into Rose Raid. Okay. Ninetales is in a decent position here, but Rose Raid can do a lot of nasty things to this Ninetales. Ninetales just gonna click Flamethrower. Does Rose Raid have a Stun Spore? It does, but it misses. Oh no. I mean, he's still looking at a pretty good position for Mad Sheen. Oh, Flamethrower's not gonna kill. Stun Spore miss again. What the fuck? That's incredibly unfortunate. Ambrose is gonna go down sand. Crest is gonna come in, presumably quick light screen here. It's gonna Lunar Dance something up. Is it the T-Tar? Yeah, T-Tar. The T-Tar at full now makes Ninetales' life literally hell. T-Tar's gonna switch out to Roam, and I don't see what all Bonea can do. Close Combat's gonna bounce off here. Is the Hitmonlee maybe running Foresight? I kind of doubt it since Donphan was Oversleeve. Ninetales is gonna come in, double into T-Tar, and T-Tar can now fire off a gigantic attack. And comes Hitmonlee. What's T-Tar gonna quick? Just gonna surf and crit and knock out the Hitmonlee. Holy shit. Hitmonlee would have won, but I don't think it would have mattered. And Mad Sheen is gonna win. So we do see the special T-Tar doing a lot of work. I really like that. Wait, why does it say Dark Pulse State? Use of a PP. What do we hit? Whatever. But yeah, the FizzDev, Rest Talk, Rotom obviously doing tons of work here. The special T-Tar, very good call into Pokemon like Donphan and Drapion and Metagross and Rotom, very effective. Lunar Dance, Crest, obviously always good. The Rose Raid did like nothing because the Sunspores kept missing. I like the Oversleeve Rapid Spin a lot on Donphan. It makes a lot of sense if you're really worried about hazards with Rotom blocking them. That makes sense. Cool Drapion set. Unfortunately, the Rhyperior being Pasho kind of neutralized it a bit. Interesting Metagross, unfortunately, wasn't really able to do much. Guy just got hard walled by Rotom. And, nothing really else too crazy. So, yeah, good 2-0 win by Mad Sheen. On to our next game. We have Heine on the left and Axelray on the right. I believe Axelray is 2-0 or 1-0 right now. I don't remember if Heine's playing a game yet. So again, the matchup here, first thing I'm noticing is Metagross goes fucking crazy. The only real answer is Blastoise, and that's not a reliable one at all when Shaman is here. In fact, Shaman also goes very strong here. Celebi's a bit of a worry, but you can just... you can even pack like HP Bug if you really want to. This Blastoise is actually super pressure. He's going to be checking both the Metagross and the Aerodactyl, which is not an easy task at all. Heracross is also pretty good, but Blastoise is going to be physical. This is going to be taking 3 Pokemon. It's going to be rough. I can see maybe a defensive Gyarados to help with that. I'm not sure. But Snorlax on Axelray's side, as always, is very strong. We do see Heracross, which is scary. And Heracross is very good in Axelray, also having Mega Horn. But I feel like it's probably be Scarf, which could cause some problems for Heine. Infernape on Axelray's side, looking fantastic here. Only real check is the Vaporeon and maybe the Claydol. And Celebi can take huge advantage of those. Infernape just U-turn to Celebi and quick Leaf Storm over and over. Looks really powerful here, to be honest. Yeah, it looks really, really strong. Jolteon looks okay, but Shaman, Claydol are pretty good stopping it. I think even with the combination of Infernape and Celebi, like that momentum game and the Snorlax, I don't know. I don't know if it's enough. I think I'm going to give the matchup to Heine. Let's get into it. Heine left Axelray on right. We see a Gyarados lead intimidating this Heracross. Heracross is going to switch out into Vaporeon as Gyarados just clicks a substitute. Ooh. Gyarados is going to click Earthquake doing 27 to Vape. Is it packing HP Electric? It is. Gyarados is going to be forced out, or it's just clicking sub again as Vaporeon clicks its own substitute. Oh, wow. Earthquake's going to break the sub, but Vape's HP Electric will do the same to Gyarados, yeah. Out comes Snorlax on X-Ray side. It's going to easily eat up this HP Electric. In comes Metagross. He's going to take a bye, so I'm risking the paralysis, but actually he's not going to get it. Protect with the Snorlax as a Meteor Mash comes out. Back into Gyarados, but that Intimidate's not going to do anything. Obviously, Metagross is Clear Bite, and Meteor Mash does 34. Ooh, it's a Lychee Berry Gyarados. Neat. Aerodactyl's going to come in on the predicted Earthquake. He's going to take it. It is going to force this thing out. No, Aerodactyl's going to Earthquake because Gyarados looks like Dragon Dance. Oh no, that's a huge overprediction on Heine's part. Waterfall is going to heal up the Vaporeon, but plus 2 Earthquake's going to do a crap ton to this. Yeah. Never mind, it does under half. Edge Rush is going to knock it out. Well, I guess he wasn't punished too badly then. Jolteon comes in here. Shaman's the switch. Makes sense. Signal Beam's going to come out and do 60. That is a White Orb Jolteon if I've ever seen one. Jolteon's going to switch back out into Aerodactyl. As a... I assume it's a HP Fire, maybe? It might be HP Flying even. I'm not sure. It's something arrows this time. Aerodactyl Earthquake do not much to Blastoise here. Blastoise gets a Seismic Toss on the Vaporeon. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry. I need to stop doing that. My screen is gross. I was trying to clean it a bit, but yeah, I should stop moving that. Sorry, everyone. Anyway, Jolteon is going to take out Vaporeon. In comes Aerodactyl. We do have a potential speed tie on our hands. Axel's not going to risk it and go out to Blastoise. Blastoise is good. Just Seismic Toss on the Metagross. Got some good chip here. Get Quick Hit again, so this is a slow Metagross with Blastoise outsped. Mirror Match only doing 18. Seismic Toss again. It's not going to knock out the Metagross. Metagross just quick Earthquake, though. Blastoise will win the 1v1 here, but he is very low. Aerodactyl is going to come in now. Very strong in his position. Earthquake will just take out the Blastoise. Axel is going to bring in Snorlax here as Luxray is the switch. It does intimidate. Bioslam getting off 35 on Luxray. Switching out to Jolteon on the crunch at just 48. Jolteon is going to protect as Luxray stays in. Axel's going to go to Infernape, expecting a crunch to continue, and it does. Infernape is very strong here. In comes Shaman. It's just got Flare Blitz and take out that Shaman. There are no good fire resist left here. Luxray is going to come and get off the Intimidate. It might still be in range of Flare Blitz. I guess not, so Jolteon's going to be a switch. As Luxray clicks Superpower. Very good bring here. So that's going to take down Jolteon. If Infernape comes back in, though, it can just fire off another hit and take down this Luxray. Heracross is going to come in. He is going to knock out Infernape with Scarf Close Combat. I don't know what Axel got in the back, but if he did, if he had... Yeah, I feel like he had to scout level Celebi, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Celebi's going to come in, quick Psychic, do a ton to Aerodactyl. Arrow is going to crunch. Celebi is going to take out a second Psychic, though. So now we see the Scarf Heracross coming in. It has to lock into Mega Horn, but I don't think that's going to do enough. Tenga is going to KO the Celebi for Tanga Bear since it is chipped. That crit may or may not matter. Mega Horn's not going to do it for Snorlax. Snorlax is going to Body Slam. And Body Slam's going to crit, but based on damage, it would have 2-hit KO'd, so... Heine would have needed a Mega Horn. I guess actually the Paralysis might have been bad for Axel because... Let me see. Scarf Heracross hits 442, so ball powers it will be 110. And Snorlax is 96 with no investment, so it could have been that, like, it could have 2-hit KO'd if it got the para, but that crit is going to seal up the game. So 1-0 win for Axel. I really like the sub DD lead Gyarados. That makes a lot of sense. Good Jolteon. So I'm curious what the hidden power was. Nothing else too crazy. Just fat Blastoise. Sub Vaporeon is very interesting. I don't fully get it. Maybe it was running speed so he can sub on Blastoise so he can't get toxic. But I don't know if you can afford to run that speed in this matchup when you really need the bulk. Nothing else too crazy. Luxray is a cool bring. But yeah, 1-0 win for Axel Raid. On to our next one. We are past the halfway point for the stream now. So we have Brooks Watt. What? Am I wrong? Wait, did I have the wrong way? Am I in the wrong order? No, wait. No, I just bought this one now. Sorry. I know another player has that same Jesse and James avatar. Anyway, we have Heine back again, and Brooks Y is their opponent this time. So looking at the matchup, first thing, oh my god, Zapdos. Holy fucking shit, Zapdos. I mean, yes, there's Aerodactyl, yes, there's a Quaidol, but, like, Aerodactyl is not that hard to answer. You have a Nidoqueen. As long as you don't take too many Earthquakes, you'll be fine. Even Leafeon's a pretty good Aerodactyl check. I can see Leafeon coming here. Leaf Blade does hit those two defensive Pokemon very well. The Metagross on Heine's side is very strong. Zapdos and Scizor are good, but obviously Zapdos can get boomed on very easily, and Scizor does not enjoy HP fires. Brooks has the Kingdra, and Kingdra is good. It's always good, but I don't love it here. I don't think he can really break through the combination of Vaporeon and Shaman very well. So I'm curious what set it's still going to come. I'm just curious what set it's going to bring. Honestly, I think the Kabutops is better than the Kingdra here, despite the 4x grass weakness. Just because +2 soldiers can do so much to Shaman. I do think Brooks' Alakazam also looks pretty good. His opponent team is very psychic. You just have to watch out for Metagross Pursuit trapping it. Heine's Shaman is solid, but it's probably forced him into a more defensive role to take on the Brain Core, which does limit its ability to, like, quick binds here. Aerodactyl is okay, but the Rain and the Scizor are pretty strong. Yeah, I think I have to... Oh, yeah, no problem in Metro Wagons. I started adding them. But anyway, yeah, I think this matchup's heavily in Brooks' favor. Let's get into it. Brooks on the left, Heine on the right. If I can find that y'all are seeing the screen better than I am because the light coming from my window is, like, glaring on this dust all over it. Anyway, White Form Stone is going to 2-hit kill his Vaporeon. So Kabutops is going to take that out right away. In comes Shaman. Kabutops is going to be forced out into Zapdos as Shaman clicks Seed Flare. 25%, so it's probably a bit of a bulky Zapdos. Quaidol comes in as Zapdos is going to click Substitute. Presumably go Rooster Toxic here. It's just going to Hidden Power actually and get a crit. That was HP Flying. That was neutral. Wow. Quaidol is going to Rock Slide. Zapdos is going to switch out to Kabutops on the Rock Slide. So very good positioning by Brooks. The Mega is going to come in, but this is not going to enjoy that Waterfall. Yeah, 42. Waterfall again, getting his chip. Mega is going to trick the Kabutops. So Kabutops is going to take in an Iron Ball. It does have Aqua Jet, though, and knocks out the Mega. Wow. No, Shaman's going to miss the Seed Flare, but at least the Kabutops missed the Stone Edge. That's good. Seed Flare is, I think that balanced out. So Seed Flare is going to knock out the Kabutops now. Zapdos is going to come in. Quaidol's a switch, but Zapdos can just easily substitute again and just click Roost. In fact, if it Roosts, Rock Slide won't break the sub because of losing his flying typing. Yeah, Brooks Gear Rock Slide, there's no way that breaks the sub, but it's just pure electric. Yep. Zapdos is going to fire off the Hidden Power Flying here, get more damage into this Quaidol as it's going to Rock Slide and break the sub. But that Quaidol is in range of another Hidden Power, and that is what's going to come out. Glalie comes in on Heine's side. Presumably want to cook up Spikes? No, just cook Ice Fang. Wow, that is not something you see very often on this Pokemon. And by very often, I mean like never. Scizor's going to U-turn out. Shaman's going to take a ton of damage here. Zapdos going to come in, just fire off the Hidden Power Flying, knock out the Shaman. And Brooks is in a very strong position. Glalie is going to boom, taking out the Scizor. But Heine's down just one Pokemon up. It's Aerodactyl. I don't think Aero one-shots. It's running Dragon Claw, but it's not going to get close to one-shot. King just going to stay up the range, just destroy this Aerodactyl. Unless it is Scarf, but it's Scarf locked to a Dragon Claw, so it doesn't matter. Coop, I have no idea when your next one is, but yeah, so actually a Dragon Claw is averaging just Thunderbolt, yeah. So, I feel like you still just lock into Stone Edge there, right? Stone Edge is marginally weaker than Dragon Claw. I feel like that still would be a 2-hit KO. You just have to worry about PP on Zelda, but you have to lock into Stone Edge there. However, I mean, obviously there could be Nail Queen in the back, but I feel like Stone Edge is always your play there. But anyway, big win for Brooks here. Kabutops doing a ton of damage as I predicted on the lead. It's just like so strong here. And a Zapdos with Hidden Power Flying sub, a very neat set. Trick Iron Ball Megagrass is nice. Obviously it was meant to like catch the Zapdos, but using it on Kabutops is not bad either. Yeah, nothing else too crazy. Ice Fang, Glalie was a choice. I feel like you just always run Ice Beam and go mix. It's just like the Ice Fang's such a low power move. But yeah, nothing else too crazy. Good win for Brooks. I believe that advances Brooks to brackets and Axel to brackets in those two games. Let's get into our next one. Game 7, we have two very ways. We have Alonzi Viri, who has done well in previous DDTs, from what I remember, and I think he's done well in some ADV tournaments too. And OG Albino, content extraordinaire and quite a solid draft player in his own right. So looking at the matchup here, the first thing I noticed is Alonzi Viri's Infernape is very, very good here. The only real check is Starmie, and Starmie does not while coming, like taking repeated U-turns on Starmie as you're just going to Shaman is really rough. In fact, Shaman can just fire off attacks here. Roseroy's going to need to check it, but like, Roseroy gets forced out by Infernape really easily, as it gets forced out by Crobat as well. Crobat doesn't look as good, but it can definitely apply some pressure to Roseroy, which is going to be important. The Clefable is looking a little annoying for Alonzi Viri outside of the Infernape. Like, Infernape's the only real thing that can break it out in like a boom. Right, still, Wise Glass Kadabra, I highly doubt that. I will say, though, on Owen's side, the Starmie looks pretty decent. You just have to get through the Registeel and the Shaman. Easier said than done, though. Yeah, I do think the Staraptor is probably going to be Scarf here and just spam U-turn until Registeel goes down. Because once Registeel goes down, you can just click Brave Bird for this entire team, which is very frightening. Very frightening. The Staraptor looking really good here. Oh, I think OG Albino's Rotom is going to be a key defensive piece. It's probably going to be physically defensive to try and take on Infernape and Crobat. And it's not bad, that role. Infernape Flare Blitzes do still hurt, but they don't always 2-hit KO depending on the spreads on both in the item on the Infernape. So yeah, I think I have to lean on Alonzi Viri here. Infernape's just so insane in this matchup. It's going to be very difficult for OG Albino to deal with. Let's get into the game. So we have Alonzi Viri on the right, OG Albino, Alonzi Viri on the left, OG Albino on the right. We see Staraptor just lead. It should probably get a U-turn here. It's just a U-turn, do 19 to the Swampert. Rocks go up as Roseray comes in. Roseray going to switch out to Xatu, and it's actually going to miss a Sleep Powder. Wait, why does Xatu not have a Sprite? 1 second. For some reason, female Xatu does not have a back sprite. If I switch... You know, we're just going to do this, even though we're not, besides because I like seeing a sprite instead of a box. Xatu's going to quick wish as Swampert comes in and the rocks are going to go up. This is going to force out the Heatran to Rotom as... But Swampert's just going to roar. This does bring in Berserker, which is kind of worst case scenario for Alonzo Fury. The Zapdos is going to come in as, Xatu, in as a Rosary quick Sludge Bomb, but Xatu is faster. Rosary's going to be fighting out into Heatran here. Xatu's just going to Psychic, get off a bit of chip. This is attacking HP ground. It's just going to quick Protect first. As Heatran is going to click Flamethrower. I presume Alonzo Fury will pivot to Swampert here. You're just going to U-Train to Swampert. Or into Tentacruel, actually, that works too. Tentacruel is going to take virtually nothing from this. Roserade has a very few switch in though. Tentacruel is going to knock off Roserade's Black Sludge. That could be helpful for later. And it's just going to spin away these rocks. Roserade is going to put the Tentacruel to sleep. One thing to note is because Roserade has Sleep Powder, it cannot be running Spikes in this matchup. Those two moves are incompatible, I believe, before Gen 8. Or at least before Gen 6, I know that. Staraptor is going to come in but get paralyzed by Registeel. That's really bad for Ogiobina. Ooh, missed click due to internet going wrong. That's unfortunate. Anyways, Zapdos, Staraptor is going to quick combat, get a ton of damage on Swampert. Yeah, that power is unfortunate. However, the game is still 6-5. It's very winnable. Starmie's going to come in and get the Psychic on the Swampert as it's going to roar out into the Clefable. Shaman comes in as Clefable's just going to kick Psychic, doing minimal damage. Roserade's going to be the switch here. Shaman is going to substitute. Okay, interesting. Go quick Earth Power. That's going to do like virtually nothing in Roserade. Yeah, only 20. Sludge Bomb's going to break that sub easily. Oozing Staraptor is going to be a big hit, but it's not unwinnable for Ogiobina. We do see him power do 30 to this Registeel. He's going to be forced out though into Heatran. Registeel is just going to quick Thunder Wave. The Heatran is now paralyzed as well. Is Registeel packing Earthquake to capitalize? It presumably is not. Tentacruel's going to come in as Heatran gets fully paralyzed, unfortunately. Tentacruel's going to stay asleep. Heatran's going to get 5 Earth Power, do 42. Heatran's going to get fully paralyzed. I presume quick Earth Power there. Xatu's going to wish as Heatran gets the rocks back up. Xatu is going to U-turn out into Swampert. And the power on Heatran. Oof, that means he didn't have a shot to knock out Swampert before the wish came true. Earthquake's going to knock out the Heatran. This is looking pretty bad for Ogiobina for sure. Roserade comes in. What's going to be a switch? It is going to be Registeel. What's he going to click? Energy Ball doing a measly 15%. Hidden Power is going to come off, get 30 free into the Registeel. As Registeel looks like Seismic Toss, knocking out the Roserade. Yes, a story. I'm doing all the games. Roserade, Starmie's going to come in. He's going to crit and knock out that Registeel. Oh my god, that is huge. Registeel is a big problem. Shaman's going to come in as Starmie's going to quick Ice Beam. Shaman's going to get frozen. The luck is turning around. However, his Lumberry is just going to Synthesis. Starmie's going to quick Ice Beam again. As a quick Synth again. He's just fishing for the freeze at this point, I guess. Ice Beam again into the Shaman. He is going to get frozen a second time. Oh my god, what is going on? He is going to be forced out to get his natural cure as Starmie is presumably just going to Ice Beam again. Yeah. In comes Tentacruel. Psychic is going to do a lot of damage here, though. Xatu is a switch. Best going to go after rocks, I'm sure. Yeah, Psychic's going to take it out. Infernape is going to come in as presumably Scarf, but U-turn's only going to do 50. Back into the Tentacruel. Starmie surely quick Psychic. Yeah, Tentacruel's going to go down. It's 9 range of another U-turn, though. Starmie is doing massive work. U-turn on the Starmie as in comes the Swampert. Starmie's going to recover. This Infernape can never break it with just U-turns. Starmie is going to quick Surf, doing a ton to the Swampert. Swampert's going to Earthquake, but that's not breaking the Starmie either. Presumably it's going to quick Earthquake, try and keep it low, yeah. So Starmie's just going to fire off a Surf here and let it go down. But Swampert's actually going to roar this time, keeping Starmie alive. Into the Rotom as a Shaman comes in. Shaman is going to Synthesis. Rotom's just going to Shallow Ball, doing 22. And Shaman's going to sub. His Shallow Ball's not doing enough. Yeah, I haven't revealed Substitute yet. It had so, but he doesn't have a bunch of replay. He's going to Synthesis up, but Shaman is down to just 4 Synthesis. Bringing Starmie on the presumable sub. Yep. It's going to break it with Ice Beam, obviously. That's going to break the sub. Shaman can just quick Seed Bomb. Ooh, it's physical. Interesting. Or it's mixed, I guess. Clef is going to come in here. But Clef is going to start Calm Mind. He's a very strong position. Seed Bomb's only going to do 23. Go quick Flamethrower. Can Clef win the end game? It's not leftovers, which makes me think it might be able to do it. I would bet money that that is Chople Berry because he has Psychic. Seed Bomb's going to do nothing. Clef is just going to Flamethrower here. It can just soft boil it up, yeah. I think this Clef might be able to do this barring crits. Flamethrower doing 47 to Shaman. Seabomb's not going to do as much. Clef is going to go to +3. Yeah, Coop, this is how OGL Bite usually is. I'm sure cats just happen sometimes. Anyways, Shaman is going to Seed-Bomb as Clefable does take it out. Infernum's going to be forced to come in, but surely this thing is Chople Berry if you're running Psychic. It is, yeah, surely lives this. Yep, Psychic's going to take it out. Is the Swampert faster? It might be. Swampert might be. If Swarm's running some speed, it will outspeed here. It is not, and Clefable is going to win. So yeah, Clefable was always able to do it. Like I said, a pretty hacksy game. Lots of unfortunately paras and freezes and crits, but that's Pokemon. And in the end, Clefable is gonna pull it out. And this is, I believe, OGL's second win, so I believe this will advance him to brackets guaranteed. Cool Xatu set from Alonzi. You don't see that Pokemon very often. I like it coming. Nothing else too crazy. Neat. I'm a big fan of Seed-Bomb Shaman. I think it comes up a lot more often than people think. I definitely like Seed-Bomb Shaman. I think it's a very solid set. I'm curious what it was here. It was probably for Clef. It was probably for Clef. Oh no, it was probably for Clef, but isn't good. Yeah, Geo. I mean, you and I know Geo Bine. We are not surprised by that, are we? I'm not surprised by it at all. I'll be honest. I love Owen, but I'm not surprised by it. Anyway, Roseray doing work here with the Sweet Power Free attacks, and Clef obviously cleaning up the end game very nicely. So yeah, a very good win by OG Obina, even if it looked a bit up in the air for a while. Let's go on to game 8. We have Zinc versus Mystery. I believe Zinc is already 2-0, so he is looking to potentially get a bye here. And Mystery, I don't remember. I think Mystery's 0-1 because I'm pretty sure I've seen this team before. I think I remember Regis and mine in. Yeah, yeah, we are not surprised at all. Anyway, looking at this matchup, the Dugtrio is interesting because it traps T-Tar, but that's about all it does. So I don't even know if it comes. It probably has to come actually because Mystery's top bomb free Pokemon all suck shit. So Dugtrio probably comes even though having a terrible matchup with 3 ground immunities and a Slowking and a Roserade. Dragonite looks pretty good. Obviously, there's the Bronzong, which is going to be difficult to wear down. But Gengar can't... Yeah, I didn't even notice. This is a Gengar and a Armaldo Mirror. Wow. I mean, you joke about Charge, but Charlie did bring Charge fucking Zapdos into me, and then I beat it because I had Fake Tears on my Jolteon because I'm the GOAT. But, I still lost the game, but I beat the Charge Zapdos with Fake Tears Jolteon, which was very funny. Incredibly funny. But anyway, yeah, I know. This is kind of a really weird matchup. Both teams have really good fat into each other, but I think Zinc's Gengar looks pretty strong. I mean, Charge Zapdos, it did not cook me because I ran Fake Tears on my Jolteon to try and... KO a Nidoqueen. Yeah, it would have cooked, but Fake Tears was fucking hilarious. But yeah, we have I know outside the Regice, I'm gonna check Zinc's Gengar. Zinc's Gengar looks really strong here. And on that note, I think I'm gonna Zinc the matchup based on that. Near side is anything else that I really notice is something huge. And Mystery having 3 kind of dead Pokemon at the end is gonna really make this harder because he has to bring all of them, and none of them look any good here. Maybe Armaldo can do something, but I don't know. I don't think it's very good. Maybe Regis comes to try and check Gengar and Roserade, but it still doesn't seem very effective, but we'll see. Zinc on the left, Mystery on the right. Zinc's going to lead with the Roserade. As Mystery leads Gengar, Quick's Taunt. Roserade's just going to try and Stun Spore. Wait. Coop, was there a fucking Kadabra? 1 second. There was a Kadabra, okay. But no, it's not. Anyway, Gengar's gonna Shovel, do nothing. Is this Tyranitar 1-Berry? No, it's gonna quick Rock Polish. Is this special? Presumably it is if you're in Rock Polish. Skarmory's gonna come in. Yeah, it's gonna be special. You would probably Dragon It's otherwise. And sure, he has Fire Blast or Flamethrower here. Armaldo's gonna come in on the Fire Blast. Take the hit very well because of the Sand boost. Zinc's own Sand helping Armaldo a lot here. Dark Pulse is going to do 28, but Armaldo's going to start cursing. Holy shit. I don't think this thing needs to be Shucka if you're running Rock Polish, honestly. I think Shucka's a bit superfluous if you're running Rock Polish anyway. I'm not sure what item is, though. Roserite's going to command Armaldo is still sleeping from that rest. It's going to start spiking up. Armaldo's going to waste another sleep turn. Out comes the Gliscor. What's Armaldo going to cook here? X Scissor. That's going to bounce off. He has only his 22. Gengar comes in on the Gliscor. Gliscor's going to knock it off. Gengar of that Colbert Berry. Fish for Ancient Power Boost with T-Tar. I mean, it doesn't get Power Gem in this gen, so this is best Rock Stab here. T-Tar is going to come in. It's going to get very low. Gengar can just knock out with Falling Shadow Ball. And it's going to do so. What we see come in, Bronzong's going to come in here. Gengar's going to Destiny Bond, though, as Bronzong just gets up rocks. But this means Bronzong can't like Psychic Raving. Will comes out. Iron Head is not going to knock out. Skarmory is going to come in on Bronzong. Bronzong presumably get Iron Head again. That's going to do virtually nothing. Literally less than leftovers. And Gliscor's going to be a switch here. Skarmory is going to get up rocks. He's going into Gengar. What's Gliscor going to kick? It's just going to taunt the Gengar. So it can't be Will-O-Wisp, but he's probably going to take a big Shadow Ball here. Shadow Ball is going to hit and do 38. As Roost just going to heal it off. That makes sense. You're just healing it off until the sand takes out Gengar. So Gliscor does stay at full here. As Gengar does finally go down the sand. Regice is going to come in. It did show up. You'll take a lot of chip damage, though, as Bronzong comes out. Ice Beam, that's not going to do... Yeah, it's only do 21. I'll be honest, I have no idea what that means about the Regice. I do not know Regice head calc. It's going to Focus Blast, but miss. Iron's going to do 24. This Regice is getting really low. So is the Bronzong, but, like, I think that's fine. Regice is going to click Rest, though. Interesting. It's Chesto as well. Ironhead doing another quarter. Bronzong is going to go down this turn. Regice is going to click Ice Beam. Sure way that knocks out. Yeah, it does. Zinc, what is Zinc going to bring in? He's going to bring the Slowking here. Regice is going to Thunderbolt. Makes sense. Does 50. Citrus Berry Slowking, though, he's going to Flamethrower, doing a good chunk to Regice, but Regice can last a little longer. Roserite is going to be switching, presumably expecting the Thunderbolt, and he is going to get that right. And Roserite can now knock this out with something. He Empower Fire, presumably. He's going to take it down. Roserite's getting low, though. In comes Armaldo. Taking a lot of chip again. Gliscor's going to be the switch. Armaldo's just going to X-Scissor. That's going to do, like, nothing, yeah. Most of the hero build without these coming in on Breloom, okay. As Gliscor knocks off the Toxic Orb. That's gigantic. This Breloom's now taking Sand Chip and not healing from the Toxic Orb. That is huge for Zinc. Amazing play. Taunt as Breloom Seed Bombs does a good chunk, but it's not... But Gliscor can't roost if it spams Seed Bomb, because it will always... Mystery's timer getting insanely well, though. We see Gliscor kick Ice Fang as the Dragonite burdens its Yache Berry. Zinc is looking in total control here. Ice Fang, it is going to outspeed and knock out. I don't know if he can break this Gliscor anymore. Ice Fang again, going to do 35. Breloom's going to flinch. I mean, it doesn't matter. The game is over, but... But how does one kill that Skarm? Surely I mean, it doesn't matter. Surely he has something in the back that can kill the Skarm. He's got Taunt so it can't start roosting here. You can just 1v1 it, honestly, with Taunt. Right? You can just knock off its leftovers and just start spam Ice Fang, taunt it so it can never roost. Oh no, it has no attacking moves. Holy shit. Wow, there's no attacking move Skarmory. That means that the game's over. You just taunt it. Holy shit. Armaldo's gonna come in, but you can just taunt this. Yeah, Armaldo can never break this. It's clearly Mono X Scissor. Yeah, we're just gonna skip ahead a bit until it goes down because this Gliscor does not have Earthquake. We're just gonna keep cleaning his brain until eventually Mystery's gonna forfeit. So yeah, this Gliscor kind of just sitting on Mystery's entire team. Getting that knockoff on Breloom was fucking huge. Oh my god. Breloom not giving his Toxic Orb was gigantic. Neat Gengar set. Interesting Regis that came. I kind of get it. Regis did not have a terrible matchup here. Special Rock Polish T-Tar is very heads up into Skarmory, into Gengar, because Gengar obviously wants to Will-O-Wisp you. And, you know, pretty basic sets are not, but the Gliscor and the T-Tar both did so much work here. So a good win by Zinc. This will put him up to 3-0. On to our second to last game of the stream, we have DJS versus Sieg. DJS is a very well-known draft player. He's been around the block, done Wi-Fi, Showdown, all sorts of gens, lots of formats, team tours, individual tours. Very, very good player. Sieg, on the other hand, is someone I don't know as well, but he has played very well in the last two DETs, made brackets in both of them. So both players here definitely have a good shot in this game. We do see a Dragonite Mirror. I think Sieg's looking a little better because it can potentially get Skarm with like a Flamethrower or a Fire Blast, whereas DJS is not going to do that much into Bronzong. Sieg's Azelf actually looks fucking bonkers. A Foot Club Boomerang. I mean, if you run Fit Club, you're probably running Earthquake because Boomerang's bad and it's 90% accurate. And also, DJS is 4 ground immunities, so this Marowak is not fucking coming. Azelf looks very good on Sieg's side, as I was trying to say. The only real switching is Claydol, and that doesn't really stay. That gets worn down by U-turn. Sieg's Lucario looks pretty solid. Extreme Speed's very good. You just have to watch out for Gengar will-lisping you potentially. But honestly, it's like a nasty plot. Lucario could be really strong here, too. And then, yeah, I do think on DJS' side, Gengar looks very good. Obviously, the Ghost Resist are Lucario and Boppany. Neither of which really want to come in on it. But I think and Jolteon is also very good. I mean, the electric resist is a Marowak. Thunder with Azelf, then Mud Slap is not legal, so, you know, nice try. This is a tough one. It's pretty even, I'd say. Like, both sides have huge threats the ER has trouble dealing with. Let's get into the game. DGS on the left. We have Sieg on the right. Wing of Jolteon and Dragon's just going to quick HP Ice turn 1. Dragon's just going to go down. Oof. That's gigantic for DGS. Skarm comes in double to Azelf. Azelf is just going to trick the Skarm. Presumably a Choice Scarf, yeah. As it sets up rocks. Skarm is going to be forced out. What's going to come in? The Entei, okay. Azelf's going to get up his own rocks. Entei looks very frightening here. I forgot to mention in the matchup, yep. Fluribus doing 43 to Tentacruel. Fluribus again is going to get the higher roll and knock out Tentacruel in 2 shots. Wow. Azelf has come in, but this Entei is looking really strong. Azelf is going to quick Psychic, do good chunk to Skarm. Since this is not Akaberry, you can just Flamethrower, but you just have to watch out because Skarm might be faster with the Scarf. As you just go lock into Brave Bird, makes sense. Bronzong comes in. Claydol's going to be a switch, so you can easily spin here. Bronzong's going to quick Trick Room, though. It's good Gyro Ball, but Claydol isn't like that fast, so even the Life Orb Gyro Ball is only going to do very free, and Claydol's going to Reflect. Yeah, Gyro Ball's going to do very little here. Claydol can get off a free spin. And in comes the Skarmory. Gyro Ball's going to do literally, yeah, 11%. Like, almost as much from Life Orb as it did damage there. Entei's going to be switching here. Yeah, getting offensive momentum with this Entei. Can I just claim a kill? Yeah, Bronzong's going to go down. Entei has done so much damage already. It's insane. Azelf's going to come in. Yeah, just gets the rocks back up. It's going to quick Psychic. As Skarmory just go Brave Bird. It's in range of another Psychic now, interestingly, though. Yeah, Skarmory's going to go down. But surely, yeah, Jolteon on speeds. Shallow Ball, and the lack of switching makes me assume that Sieg is not bringing the Marowak. Lucario's going to come in, but Jolteon can just Thunderbolt that. Ooh, a crit knocking it out. That's unfortunate. And that's just going to be the end of the game. Frost is going to be Scarf, but it's not getting enough damage. And Jolteon's going to Shallow Ball, yeah. I mean, the Fireball crit was big, obviously. But DGS has so many pieces left. I don't know if Lucario can win outright. I mean, he also has probably Gengar in the back and Dragonite. Gengar isn't like the best check, but this thing isn't like agility. It's pretty decent into Lucario if you can hit a Focus Blast. So I think, well, Thunderbolt crit was helpful. I don't think it mattered that much. But it always depends on what DGS is in the back, which also we do not know. Entei playing on a clinic in this game, getting 3 kills. Yeah, 3 kills. And Jolteon getting the error free. But Entei really was impressive. It just, like, broke everything. Yeah, very good performance by Entei. And by DJS as a whole. Okay. It was definitely choice band, and David did that much to tank roll, for sure. For our final game of this stream, we have KJ versus Cavern. So we see a Suicune mirror here. I'll take you. Yeah, you see a Suicune mirror here. Both sides have okay checks. They both have a pretty fat grass that can take it on. Shaman's a bit Barrite than Roserite is, though. Okay, sorry, my ears got. I was just taking a second. On Cavern's side, its Infernape is quite solid. There are some checks to it, but you can't just kind of U-turn around into threats like Drapion. And Drapion's really good here specifically. You have to watch out for Hitmontop. But other than that, you can kind of just break down the team with a Swords Dance set, especially if it's Shuckle Berry to cover the Gliscor. Cavern having a speed advantage is also pretty nice here for sure. Yeah, I think KJ's Rotom's really good though, I do have to say. But I think I'm going to lean Cavern here. Let's get into the last match for the stream. See, Uxie lead into Drapion. Uxie's going to go out to Hitmontop. What's Drapion going to click? He is going to Swords Dance, so it's not +1. Because Swords Dance again, it goes to the +3. That's Hitmontop close combos for 46%. Ice Fang is the best one to hit this, and that's not going to do that much. Close combos going to get the Drapion super low. Why would Probopass 1 block when it has Magnet Pull? Anyway, Ice Fang's not going to... It's Rotom Fan. Interesting. I get it. Rotom Fan is so you can hit Shaman and you don't want to risk the overheat miss or the drop. I get it. But we haven't seen many Rotom Fans in this tournament, of course. Shaman comes in and he's going to quick Seed Flare. And he's going to drop Roserade special events. So he probably has to switch out anyway. Let's just get Air Slash. I don't know. I feel like that Shaman should have switched out anyway because Sludge Bomb is franning. Seed Flare into the Uxie only does 31. Rocks are going to go up. Seed Flare again is going to miss this time as Uxie's going to get off a U-turn doing 25 to this Shaman. Roserade's going to come in. Cavern's going to switch out to Registeel this time. Hand Power Ice, I guess, from Roserade. Let's see. This was about why to hit the Shaman and it might be it's probably HP Flying actually because it's probably HP Flying, yeah. Toxic Spike is going to go up from KJ's side now. The Drapion is down, but Registeel's going to get up at Rock. Now there are 2 Toxic Spikes as Roser's going to get paralyzed, but he can heal that off with Natural Cure. Anyway, in comes Gliscor on the Seismic Toss. Gliscor is going to roost off all that damage. Gliscor is going to go over Toxic, but he's going to miss. Now, Roserade's a pretty free switching here, and Quail's going to come out, try to spin, but Roserade does a lot of damage with a Grass move. Registeel is going to come back in. Double into Rotom, though, to try and block a potential spin. Rotom's going to trick the Registeel, and now it's a Choice Scarf. Rotom gets the lefties, so Rotom lefties will help a bit with the Toxic, and now the Registeel's locked into Toxic. Roserade can freely come out here. As Registeel clicks Toxic again. What does Roserade even do to this, though? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's forced out. In comes the Shaman as Roserade's going to set up another spike. Oh my god, that's 3 layers of hazards. That's a lot of hazards on Cavern's side right now. Air Slash is going to do 41 to Roserade. Roserade's just going to fire up. Yeah, it's definitely HP flying. Into Shaman's going to get very low. Shaman's just going to quick Air Slash again, presumably. As the Uxie's going to come in. He's going to take minimal damage. Seed Flare's going to come off, do good chip. Uxie's going to quick Thunder Punch of all things. Wow. Wait, why there's no Gyarados. Why is it running Thunder Punch? What? I guess that hits Suicune, but unless you're running a ton of attack investment, you're not going to break Suicune's subs. Anyway, in comes the Quaidol. It's just going to not... Oh, Uxie, it does like nothing. Shadow Ball doesn't even knock out. It's running a lot of speed, though, and Uxie's going to U-turn out. Rotom Fan comes in here. It's going to Shadow Ball. Quaidol is Seed Berry, though, so it's going to survive. It's going to cook his own Shadow Ball, but not do too much to Rotom. This Quaidol still isn't in a position to spin. Registeel is going to come in on the Shadow Ball, but it can't really do shit to Rotom, I presume. Rotom's going to Pain Split up. Get a lot of health back. Seismic Toss is obviously going to do nothing because Rotom is Ghost type here. Rotom is probably going to switch out. Yeah, whoa. Fuck. I am so sorry everyone. I had an alarm in case I fell asleep earlier. I am so sorry for that loud. Oh my god, fuck. Fuck. I am so sorry. I feel so bad. Holy shit. I am so sorry. Oh my god. Anyway, back into the game. I'm not sure what all just happened I missed, but Uxie went down, I guess. Ice Beam into Rotom's go down, or go very well from Toxic. I'm sorry, I completely forgot I had that turned on because I have a match at 6. I wanted to make sure I was awake for it. Anyway, Rotom's going to Pain Split. Get a bit of health back. It's going to get very low. It's just going to Thunderbolt the Registeel and accept its fate. Down 3 Pokemon each. We see Roserade come in here. as Suicune comes in on Cavern, so I was gonna take a Wild Hazard Chip and get poisoned. Let's go quick Blizzard. What the? And gonna get Grass Knot and knocked out. I mean, okay, a Blizzard miss matters, but why the fuck was it running Blizzard? Like, I'm sorry, just quick Ice Beam. It was in range of Ice Beam, sure. I mean, Cameron's not wrong. It's okay, I deserve it. I ran Blizzard. I mean, yeah, he's kind of right. He did quick Blizzard, you know, fair. It's fine we get to spin with the Claydol, with the super fast Claydol, but Rosewade's gonna take out Grass Knot. What's Cameron's last Pokemon? Infernape. Infernape's gonna start Calm Minding. Wow, it's this set. HP Flying is gonna do 45 though. Calm Mind Infernape is not something we see every day. It's gonna quick Calm Mind again. Okay, up to +2. HP Flying gets it very well. Is it running Slack Off? It is running Slack Off. Playing with Fire with crits here, but he is gonna get healthier. Yeah. Is it just gonna take his knockout here? In comes the Gliscor. For him to quick a third Calm Mind does plus free KO. Fire Blast does take out the Gliscor. Oh my god. What's Cage's last Pokemon is Suicune, but does it go down to plus free Grass Knot? It does. This Invernape's going to win the game, assuming it connects a Fire Blast on Roserade. And it will. Wow, Calm Mind Infernape with Slack Off. Bulky like Calm Mind Infernape coming in the clutch in the end game. Very nice 1-0 win for Cavern. I believe both these players were already out of brackets, but still a very cool game. We had some cool tech. We saw Blizzard. I mean, that didn't really work. We saw the super fast Claydol. I like that a lot. You know, the Swords Dance, Drapens and stuff, but the super fast Claydol was really nice. And the Calm Mind Infernape, very nice set here. Fire plus Grass is really good into this team. Like, nothing really takes fire moves except the Suicune. Yeah, except the Suicune. So you can just quick Grass Knot on that and do a ton of damage. Thunderpunch Uxie is interesting. It was sure we first sub Suicune, but like, I still feel like that's not great. It's not gonna bring a sub unless you run a lot of attack investment. You know, Roam Fan's interesting. We don't see it very often. I guess it didn't really matter because it wasn't running its move, and he just likes Fan the best. Although I feel like you still run Heat to give the illusion that Registeel may have to switch out. I guess it didn't really matter because it tricked it, but still. Yeah, and then nice Roserade HP Flying was cool. But yeah, win for Cavern, and I believe that's our last game. That's our last game. So let's get end this stream. Have a good day, everyone. I might be back this